Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in, Geminis. Let's get to your message here. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Lighting is challenging today. We're just running with it. Yeah, we're using that secret sauce and running with it. Make things happen, even if they're not ideal to you, not what you were hoping for. Do it anyway. Make it work. Okay, that's the message I feel is coming in. Also, something really big about ears, like problems with your ears, particularly the right ear. And I want to say hearing or listening really well to somebody. Don't be defensive. Don't think about me as they're talking. Think about them and what they're saying and how you can help them. Don't pull yourself into it at all. Major focus in on them. Okay, what else do we have? We've got judgment in the reverse. Make sure that this person in particular that's sharing with you doesn't share too often. You know this about them, or this is a heads up about them. So let them be their full self without judgment. Just listen and try and help them. And maybe even the help is just listening, okay? Let them come out as their full self here. Don't deprive them of what it is they fully want to say and they fully want to be. Okay, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse here. This is a long time coming for them to share some of this news. You know, it weighs heavy on their heart. I feel like it's also been a burden to them physically because it's so hard to discuss. Maybe something they went through in the past. Definitely a revealing of themselves. What else do we have? It will be something that's very vulnerable to them to share. So be respectful of that. What do we have for our Geminis? Yeah, I feel like you two are two peas in a pod. Like if you didn't come from very much, you scrambled and made things happen. You know, you're hard workers, but also you can make something out of nothing type of energy. Scrambling around, scavenging, you know, you're good hustlers like that. But also just very spiritual too, and very forgiving of others, just very kind nature, both of you. Yeah, I do see a lot of twin energy here. Wow, no, that's too many. Hang on. We'll get to it here. Messages for a Gemini. Geminis, the twin energy. We've got the Page of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. I can only show part of this card. But you've never been competitive, you two. Very similar, but never competitive, watching out after one another. But this information will be something that's new to you. They are communicating something that's new to you. Might be very emotional for you. They will be heavily watching how you respond to this, hoping that you will be not serving as another challenge for them, but embracing this and be helpful to them. Yeah, watch the emotions here. Watch the emotions. Let the emotions guide you. You know, if you're feeling a certain way, remember to kind of, I'm hearing, just hold back and don't say anything right away. Okay? The idea is to be supportive. So sometimes you're just supportive in silence, okay? With your silence. King of Pentacles, this is supposed to go well, this interaction. This is meant to go well. Or I'm also getting, some of you see them in a certain light and you've never thought they had any kind of weakness. This will reveal something that seems not necessarily a weakness, but just that they haven't always had it so put together like you thought. Okay. As they get older, they just don't want to carry some sort of a burden here about being everybody's everything or being the leader. You're going to see them more in a light of being like everybody else, okay? You would have never guessed this. Got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's something you don't know about them. I think this could be family too, where they've been uninspired in some way and they've kept it to themselves for a long time, many years. It will tie to that. They could be in construction, a builder, something where all eyes are on them. And they've always, whatever it is here, they've always had to appear a certain way, happy when they weren't, something like that. Okay, now we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Knights are all about action, and in particular when the Knight of Pentacles flips around and comes out upside down, then that knight is finally, that is usually a very slow knight. Usually a very slow knight is moving. Now, finally on the move, Knight of Swords moving so fast. Yeah, this decision has been just like this. I'm no longer doing this facade, this day-to-day, this keeping this from either you or others. I'm finally, this is it. Tomorrow this happens. Today this happens. Within the hour this happens. And I'm finally letting this burden go, or I'm finally revealing this that I've held in for so long. The Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, they've thought long and hard about this. They've stayed, there's something they've just camouflaged, I'm hearing, that they no longer want to have be just in the tapestry. They want it to be known, out in the open. Yeah. They've thought about it a long time, how to go about this. And now they're just, boom, taking action, as we talked about. Quick action here. I think they've just been everybody's hero in a way too. Definitely a leader, and they've just not asked for that and not wanted it, but they've been it for many years. So it has something to do with releasing themselves from that as well. Okay, Knight of Cups here, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Cups is upright. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Coming towards you with a couple of, and really expecting the same from you here. But also wondering, how well is this going to go? Page of Swords flipped out as I'm talking in the reverse. Worried about gossip about this, or people talking about this. Or if you don't take this well, who you're going to tell and how you're going to tell it. Are you going to spin it in a way that you may not realize is not to their benefit? So watch what you say here. Nine of Cups, yeah. Worried about how this will all fall out and how this will affect their wishes granted. I do see wishes granted here. I think that they're a very wise person. And yes, often very successful person, but you don't know where they haven't been successful. However, they have chosen very wisely to share with you. They have picked you specifically. You're some sort of a mirror to them, and you will handle this beautifully, tactfully, kindly, beautifully. Four of Cups out here. Yeah, there's something that is within, or some sort of situation that makes them very sad. Even when they're getting praised for other things, they want to be seen fully. Let's grab one more tarot card here to want to come out. Okay, so we've got the Moon in the reverse. Yeah, Temperance. They want balance here, and they want to have no more secrets. Showing it all. No more secrets. Let's grab a couple of oracles. I feel like you know who this is, but you will not know what it is they're going to share. Something very deeply rooted within them. Where they've seemed wild and in control, and in control of their own destiny, and very strong their whole life. You're going to see something very vulnerable here. Safe word, okay? You may want to talk about that before you guys get started. What would be the safe word if you're hearing something that you're like, whoa, I need a moment here? Or maybe you've always kind of had conversations, not in this in depth, but where you've talked about, there's a safe word here, black sheep. Something about the black sheep energy will come out here. Pull towards another is strong. Key decisions to be made. Wishes granted, excitement. We did see wishes granted. Does anything grow in the comfort zone? Okay, yeah, this conversation may be slightly uncomfortable. Rejection. I think that's what they're worried about. I don't see that it goes that direction. And yeah, definitely, like, I see again something about digestive issues here because they've held this in for so long. This will be a nice release for them to finally share this. This will be good for their health to no longer be burdened by some sort of secret here. And look at how finally the light cooperates with us, okay? So uncomfortable moments, we hang in there, we do our best, and then what happens, okay? At the end of the read, at the closing of the read, yes, we have milk and honey, and we finally have stable lighting, okay? Something like that. May start out awkward. You may be like, whoa, I need a moment here. But you just stay with it. Stick with this person. You know, I feel like you've known them a long time. They've been very nurturing for you. Do the same for them here. And then, you know, you push through the difficult times and all of a sudden you get on the other side of this and it'll be calm and comfortable. Let's grab a charm. Yeah. The Fatima hand, Hamsa hand, okay, protection. This conversation, you two are heavily protected. Do not worry. Just get on the other side of the discomfort to find the comfort. That is your message, Gemini. Thank you for joining me. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me Coffee. I'd really appreciate that. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.